I've been using the Logitech G G915 keyboard since day one. And while I love the keyboard, it's finally time we take a look at its big brother. Let's get into it. Hey, what is up everybody? It's Havoc. Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited. Logitech G released the 915's big brother. Over here, we have the Logitech G G915 X Lightspeed. Let's get to unboxing it. Look at this. So excited. The G915 X Lightspeed. We'll take a look at the stuff on the box. We'll unbox it, start taking a look at the keyboard. This does have light sync, so excited about that. A lot of controls of our lights in Logitech G Hub. And then we have key control, tactile. I get a tactile version. And then we have light speed. We can switch between wireless or using the USB dongle. And makes it great for if you use multiple PCs like I do for gaming and streaming. Logitech G. We'll flip it around here on the back. I got the white version. It does come in black. It also comes in a 10 keyless version and a wired version. So if you're not a fan of wireless keyboards, they do have a version that is strictly plug-in. Let's go ahead and unbox this guy. Take a look. So peel this up here. I'm so ready. This one's tough to peel. Logitech, what happened to the old boxes where they're easier to peel open? Like I said, I got the white version here with tactile keys. They do have a black version. They have a 10 keyless version. And then they also have different keys that you can utilize. One of the really cool things that they talked about during the product briefing for this keyboard is we can actually use third-party keycaps now. As long as they're low profile keycaps, we can change out to different ones. So that was really cool to hear. So it talks about download G Hub, pretty standard there. We have our Logitech G, nice paper, comes with a cable here. We have USB-C to USB-A. We have our directions. We'll leave those in there. And then down here, USB-C dongle adapter. So if we want to plug this into the cable, obviously that goes into the PC. We can have this, somewhere else, maybe closer to the keyboard, or you can just plug the dongle directly into your computer. So we'll go ahead and put this back down here for now. We'll move this out of the way. Unbox this guy. Was she pretty? Oh, snap. So looking at it right now, it has the pretty similar layout as the standard 915. We do have a little bit of differences here. I believe on the 915, we can go back and look. These just say like M keys. And then here we got G 6 through 9. On the left side here, we have G 1 through 5. We'll compare the two here after we're done taking a look at this. We have our F keys across the top. You're not going to be able to really see it, but underneath the F keys, there's little symbols there. The keys can do other things as long as you're hitting the function keys. So similar to like a laptop keyboard, you can do function F1 and it could do something else. So that's those keys. Trying to see if we have any additional. I don't see any additional keys that are right off the bat set up with macros or different functionality. Over here, we have the kind of brushed aluminum. Looks really nice, really classy, feels solid. Logitech G logo there. I'm sure that's going to light up for us. The keys at the top here, they're nice rubber. They feel really good. I like the feel of the keys themselves. Right up here, these keys, the first one you press if you want to use wireless or the dongle that comes with it. The second one is Bluetooth. If you want to use it for Bluetooth, you have a game mode button here. And what that's going to do is disable the Windows key. And then you have a button here that controls the brightness. Tells you if your cap lock, battery. So if your battery's getting low or it's charging, light speed. Same over here. We have our multimedia keys. They are rubberized. I really do like the scrolling volume button. I actually use that quite a bit. and your standard 10 key. Most of the time, gamers don't want something with a 10 key. I like to use this keyboard almost full time. So not only when gaming, but just when doing general work. So I actually use the 10 key a lot when I'm working on my home lab, because I type in IP addresses or something to get to those servers, etc. And then our standard keyboard layout, nice low profile keys that I really like. Another great thing about this keyboard, we are at USB-C, y'all. So no longer having to have different connectors on the desk. I literally, let me reach for it right here and show you. Right here, have this magnetized little cable here. And what this does, like clip it into my 915 that already has the micro USB in it and to charge it. That's the only thing left on my desk that is not USB-C. So I'm super excited to finally get rid of the micro USB. Nice low profile. And then on the bottom here, we got rubberized feet. We have risers here, so you can go all the way down. You can do a single height or go all the way up. I think I usually use mine all the way up. And what's really cool about this one is we have a spot here that we can put the USB dongle. So if you're one that you're not going to use the USB dongle and you're afraid you're going to lose it, aka me, you can leave it in there and you know where it's at all the time. So really, really awesome there. And then we have our on rocker over here. So we'll turn it on and look at that light up. Let's go. So it is already programmed with some fun stuff here. Nice icy kind of blue look. It's fading in and out, kind of wave. We have our WASD keys already lit up. And then if we press the button here, it'll go dimmer, 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 off. And then that should be the brightest. So we have like 4 or 5 different settings there, depending on what you want to do with your lighting. Let's take a look at this compared to the regular 915. And apologize, the 915, she's used and abused. She's seen some things. So here we are. We have the 915 itself, 1 through 5 on the left side here, 1 through 5. These say G 6 through 9, and then we have M1, M2, M3, and MR. So a little different there. Same up here, these buttons. Same over here with our multimedia. And overall, it's the same layout. We just have a much better finish. This, it has kind of a brushed aluminum feel, but I think the 915X is definitely going to be a lot better. And like I said, having the ability to charge via USB-C, and you can see here on the bottom, there is no spot to put the USB dongle. I'm hoping it's, I don't know what setting I'm on here. Oh, you can see my F7 key fell out like I talked about. I have it on the wireless settings, so it is using the dongle, so it must be plugged in the back of my computer. I don't even know. Let's get the G915X connected to our desktop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do Bluetooth. So I will go down here. I'll right click on Bluetooth, add a Bluetooth device. We'll do add. We're going to go Bluetooth, and then you'll push the Bluetooth key on the keyboard. You'll see Windows pops up, 915X. We'll click on that, connect, and it's asking us to type in a number. And what that does is it syncs it to the computer, so you know they're doing the right device. So I got 006971, enter. And now our 915X is connected to the computer. If I hit there we go, we're good to go. Let's go and open up G-Hub and see the settings that we can set on this keyboard. G-Hub is now open. We have our G915X light speed. We'll go ahead and go into it. Gives us an overview. So we have assignments, light sync, game mode. We talked about earlier, link it up to 2 different devices, profiles, activities, and then PC state, light sync. We'll do next. So assignments. Modify how your keyboard functions with assignments, program keys. And as you can see here, the F4 key, you can push that and it can mute your, mute your computer, or it can mute voice in Discord or something. Just depends on what you set the key to. Light sync. So we have different lighting effects. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then off. I'm going to look at the different light sync profiles here. Right now this is off. This one's fixed, so your lights are just fixed on whatever color. This is the color cycle profile. So you can see it cycles through all the different colors. Then we have the breathing profile. It's kind of the wavy, slowly light up, slowly kind of go down. We have the color wave, which is rainbow. You can kind of see the colors move across the keyboard. We have ripple, which is a little trippy. It's going to keep going. Oh, so whenever you press a key, it ripples from that area. That's pretty cool. We have pulsar point, which is what it came out of the box with. I do like the watch keys are kind of lit up different color there. I'm going to leave it on the pulsar point. We have our game mode. The game mode buttons allows you to disable any keys that you don't want to accidentally press. So, by default, it has the Windows key. You can't press that down, but you can set other keys. So if you're, prone to hitting the Alt key or something else, like you can disable that as well. 2 devices to a single receiver. So if you have other Lightspeed capable devices, you can connect 2 of your devices. So let's say this keyboard and maybe a G502 Lightspeed mouse to one USB receiver. So that's a really cool thing that Logitech's been doing as the past few years. And then profiles and activities, you can assign different profiles to the keyboard. So if you have a profile you want to use for work, and then you can switch it to that. And then you can do a profile for gaming or even video editing, etc. And then the PC state light sync recognizes USB devices lighting in your PC's state, so you have a seamless and immersive experience. I'm going to leave that off for now, and then let's party. Here is G Hub. Just going into it, we have our effects we did, our primary color and our secondary color, the brightness. So you can monkey around with the different lighting effects there. You can do your sync lighting options of however you want to sync them up to a game. Up here at the top right, we have some profiles. So you can see here, it's desktop default. I have some different profiles already set up for other games that I play. This is back with the 915. So like I have a Sea of Thieves one, a God of War, Deep Rock Galactic, Smite, etc. So you can switch those profiles there, depending on what game you're playing, if you want to set up a special profile for that game. Over here, we have assignments. So you can see we can remap some keys. You can simply select a key that you want to remap and change its assignment. So literally you could take, let's say, the J key and remap it to do something else. So let's say you want it to enable push to talk within a game. You can set it up to do that. This is really powerful what this keyboard can do. You can assign multiple commands to like a specific key. You can add modifiers and event types. Like there's so much custom assignments, like different layers. Let me show you what they mean by change layers. So back here on the keyboard, we'll use the J key again as an example. So the base layer, we'll press J and it'll type the letter J. Let's say you want that key to also do something else. What you can do is assign the next layer, which would be a function layer. So you'd press the function key and then you'd press J and it would do the next thing that you programmed it to do. So that's the next layer. And then an additional layer they call the G shift layer. And what that's going to do is allow you to assign any key here on the keyboard to be an additional layer. So let's say it's going to be G1. That'll be our G shift layer. And then what we could do is we'll hold down G1 or G shift in our case and press J and it'll do a different function. So we can literally do at least 3 different functions to a single key. Kind of confusing until you start really getting into it and how powerful this actually is. Go into our device settings. It tells us what our battery life is, response rates, how much, max charge, 35 hours on a max charge. That's pretty awesome. We can enable and disable the PC sync, light sync that we talked about earlier, enable your colors, and just kind of the inactivity lightings. You want to maybe shut off after 5 minutes. I leave my keyboard on all the time, so having it disable the lighting after X amount of minutes is great. I don't know if that was a thing on the 915 because I never looked to set it up. And our firmware updates we have up here. And then the last thing I want to talk about here with this keyboard is it has an onboard memory mode. And what's really great about that is we can turn it on or off. So turn on the onboard memory mode to use profiles saved on the device. Right now it's turned off. And what that means is all of my profiles and stuff are run through G-Hub, which means I have to have G-Files set up and running on the computer to have all my profiles working. If you travel and you decide you want to take this keyboard with you, you can turn on the onboard memory mode, and then I'll write all your profiles and stuff to the memory on the device. And then all you have to do is switch the profile you're using and it'll bring up all those settings, etc. You don't have to have G-Hub running if you're using a different computer. So another really great feature. There you have it, the Logitech G G915 X Lightspeed keyboard from our friends over at Logitech. Man, y'all knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm super happy to get this. Thank you so much, Logitech, for sending it over. I hope you all enjoyed that unboxing and running through some of the features. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. I'll do my best to let you know what I find about it. And then finally, if you're looking to pick one up, I'll put a link in the description below of where you can get it. This keyboard is going to make a great holiday gift for the gamer in your life. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.